What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna need a, I'm gonna need the ladies. I'm gonna need the ladies to give me a little grace to be able to speak as a man. I know that you all, for the most part, move with your emotion. As soon as you hear something you don't like, it's, you can tune out based on what you heard. But I need y'all to extend Professor X just a little bit of grace. As we used to say, I need a little elbow room. Give me some elbow room to work what this topic is about. If I were to ask, if I could somehow take a poll and I were to ask those of you who are watching, those of you ladies who are watching, what is it that you think men want? So let's back up a little bit. We're seeing and hearing a lot more women saying men are not into women like that. Men don't want to approach like that. Men are not getting married as much as they were before. True statement. Men are afraid of commitment, whatever you think that means. So there's a lot of men this, men that, men are not this, men are not that. And the truth that you got a couple of things going on when we have to talk like that, right? When we have to talk about what men are not doing and are not, and then we want to talk about what women are not doing and are not. The word that has to come into play, that has to be exercised on both sides, is the word accountability. Who is willing to be accountable to what it really takes? So now let's go back. If men are not wanting commitment, wives, then what is it that men want? Who knows what men really want? From the ladies, what do men want? If I was to say to you, what do men want? Give me three things men want right now. What would everybody say? And this is grown up talk. What would y'all say? Somebody probably yell out sex. They want sex, Professor X. Okay, what else? Uh, and see, after that, you're gonna have to just start naming things that you heard we want. But who really know what men want? After sex, what else do we want? I heard they want peace, Professor X. I heard they want respect. Okay, then this is what, as women, this is what I need you all to understand. Just and this, an example that I'm gonna give is not the end all. It's just an example. If men want peace, and let's just deal with respect. If men want respect, we want sex, gotta have it. And now you're saying number two, we want respect. We want peace. Then ask yourself, do you respect men? Watch this though. I'm gonna take it a step further than just men. Do you respect, and this is where I need y'all to give me some grace to just speak as a man. Do you respect the authority of a man over your life? I'm not talking about a Pookie. What was my man name that he played off of Baby Boy? Jody. I ain't talking about a Jody type guy that take your car when you go to work while he go run women and then you got to go find your car when you get off. He over there messing with a trick. We ain't talking about a Jody. But if a real man come in that cares about you, because a man thinks different than a woman, and it's going to come upon a time where you're going to have to trust and respect his authority over you, which is going to relate to respect. Let me take it further here. Ladies, with this social media, if you dating a man, for instance, and you bought a pair of jeans last year, since then, you done gained a little weight. We ain't tripping on the weight. Don't care about the weight. This ain't about the weight. This ain't about the weight. Okay? This ain't body shaming. But you done gained 4 or 5 pounds. So the jeans that you bought last year, when you put them on now, you know you got a nice little shape. When you look in the back, look like you got a basketball, Wilson basketball sticking out the back. You know how your body shape is. You know you was thick anyway. And then now you put these same jeans back on, and the way they fit from last year is like you played for the Harlem Globetrotters. And your man who appreciates and is looking for respect says to you, when you walk by smelling good and that body lotion is on your skin and y'all about to go out, and he see you go by and something in his spirit and mind go, oh, hell no. L. Like love. Hell no. Yeah, y'all want cussing, y'all gotta go to Zoe Madden channel. I was messing with my boy. Hell no. As in Lima. Where you going with that? These just some nice some pink little jeans I picked up at the Levi's store. This is just some old school. This is just some apple bottoms. When Nelly's song came out, I didn't think I could fit in them no more. He said, "Nah, I need you if you don't mind." I ain't being disrespectful. He ain't calling you out your name. Sweetie, if you don't mind, I need you to change that. He is setting, because men are territorial, not possessive. I'm not talking about possessive, even though we are that too. We are territorial with things that mean the most to us. We set parameters around our territory. If you're going to be somebody's wife, this is something that you're going to have to be okay with, because a real man is going to set parameters. Are you ready for this? And a real man can pick up in a couple of dates your attitude and your spirit about it. And he can tell she's going to struggle with my authority. And I'm just giving an example. Because a woman will say, well, I can wear what I want to wear. Or you're not gonna be able to, just because I'm thick, what you want, and then watch the extreme. Just because I'm thick, what you want me to do? Walk around dressed like, with a sheet on my body? What you want me to do? Walk around just dressed like we from the middle? What you want me to do, right? You're gonna take it all the way to the extreme. Because you don't realize that this man is a real man, and he know where we going tonight. There's going to be other bros there. He ain't scared of them or intimidated by them, but he want peace. So now see this right here. Respect, you, peace when y'all go out. And listen, ladies, teach this, Professor X. Ladies, if you are in a store, you at Saks Fifth, that's for the high-end people. You with me, you at J.C. Penney's. And your man is over in the shoe section and he coming back to you. And a guy see you with that basketball sticking out the back. He don't see you with your man. He just see the basketball. Your man's coming in because he see the dude. So your man is coming. The dude that see you with the basketball start catcalling, whistling, and carrying on about how thick you are, this, that, and the third, right? Now, as a woman, you know that if your man see that, you gonna want him to stand up for you and protect you and defend you for how this dude is carrying on. You gonna want him to do that. But he was trying to, because he knew how the dudes would be, he was trying to stop the whole incident from happening. Now, can you always fix a situation where a dude is not going to approach you, especially if you got a nice shape, especially if you fine and attractive or somewhat attractive? No. But in your man's mind, he know what men are going to be looking for. That's the part that I want to stress. When we talk about what men want, we have to talk about peace and we have to talk about respect. And the respect is not just that you, okay, I heard, no. The respect is, how resistant is she to my authority when I'm trying to explain to her that there is danger around, and if you keep going this way, you're gonna put me in a situation where I now have to say something to this dude who may potentially say something back, and nobody wants to resort to violence, because in this day and age you can't just get out with a black eye. You leave now in a black bag. And this, a man has to think about this. Y'all mind somewhere else. Y'all so far from real danger, you don't have a clue. You don't have a clue. That's why we sit with our backs to where we can see who's coming in the restaurant, see who's coming. That's why we move the way we move, because our whole system, I'm talking about the true ones now. Y'all know the true ones. Y'all know who the true ones are. I call them us the wolves among the sheep. We move in a way to try to sense danger. So while y'all just sipping your little drink, we already see these dudes come in. They're looking kind of strange. They might make them, what am I going to do? What? We already setting up the strategy. It's going to be the same way with how he handle you when y'all go out. How much authority does he have? Do you respect his authority? And men can pick up on it. Let me tell you another way men can tell. If you go out on a date or a man approaches you, y'all exchange numbers, social media, he go into your social media, here you are, grown woman, all bent over, blowing kisses like Betty Boop, y'all remember Betty Boop? Marilyn Monroe, you bent over, tail in the air, cleavage hanging down. It's all on your social media. Mostly 90% of your pictures got a filter on it. Sticking your tongue out, lips full, blowing kisses, gloss all over the place, like somebody sprayed milk all over your lips. Yes! That's why I said, give me a little grace, lady, because I got to just keep it real. This don't apply to everybody, but for those who it do apply for, we watching that. And we have learned the first thing we need to do is go look at her TikTok and her Instagram profile and see her presentation to the world. Because that's going to tell us, is this something of honor that I don't mind defending? Or is she putting herself out there for attention and we don't want to have no parts of it as far as a committed relationship? And if that's the case, you can keep the basketball hanging out, because that's all we want anyway. And I'm telling you, that's not the answer to everything, but it starts right there. You want a good man, you got to clean it up. Clean it up! Because good men, they're not going to put up with just anything. You can't just go out the house or whatever you want to. You can't do it. And the ones, listen, and I'm talking for the greater percentage of men, but not all men. They will have some sort of say on your presentation in public. And the ones who don't say nothing, they want to, but they don't want to put up with the attitude. And we know that too. So now we got to think twice in the dating process, because we already know if we let this linger and it continues, once we hitch for good, ain't nothing I really, or at least you think there's nothing I can say and then you just gotta let it go. So now we have wisen up. We gotta nip this in the bud right now. We don't want you going out looking half naked. We don't all gotta clean it up. Gotta clean it up. You gotta clean it up. You because we feel that you represent us. Whatever value you think you bring to the table ain't got nothing to do with your body. Get it right. Clean that Instagram up, that TikTok up. Clean it up. Because they watch it. And if they can see it, their homeboys can see it. Their friends can see it. Other men can see it. And that's all going to play a part in how he determines the level that he's going to handle you. And if it looks like that you may be the greatest woman in the world, but if your presentation is that you a good time Charlie and you like attention and you want to be entertained and this is what they see, that's the category you're going to fall in and you ain't going to like it. Capiche? Let's talk about it in the comments.